Listen very closely to me. You didn't find this video by chance. You weren't scrolling randomly and ended up here by coincidence. The moment your eyes landed on this message, heaven took notice. Archangel Gabriel says, "You have been marked by divine attention. You are being called out of the noise and distractions of the world because heaven has something urgent to say to you." For weeks, maybe months, your soul has been restless. You've felt the weight of something unseen pressing on your heart. You've noticed the signs, the repeating numbers, the random thoughts that feel like whispers, the dreams that won't leave your mind. Those were not accidents. Those were divine signals, messages from the higher realm, sent to awaken you before it's too late. The truth is, this is not an ordinary message. It's not entertainment. It's a divine interruption. Heaven has paused your timeline for a moment so that you can hear this warning. Because right now, while the world is busy chasing noise, something sacred is unfolding behind the veil. A shift is coming, a separation between those who are awake and those who continue to sleep. Gabriel says, "Tell them, heaven is watching. The clock is ticking. The last sands of mercy are slipping through the glass. Your time, the time of divine waiting, is almost over. The Father has been patient with you. He has shielded you when you should have fallen. He has blessed you even when you weren't faithful. But heaven's mercy is not infinite in time, it's infinite in love, yes, but the season for mercy comes to an end when the soul refuses to awaken. And so, this message, right here, right now, is the final call for some of you. A sacred trumpet of warning before the shift takes place. There are angels standing beside you as you listen. You may even feel the chills, the warmth, or the tingling in your spirit. That's your confirmation that heaven has entered your atmosphere. Gabriel whispers again, "I need your attention for only a few moments. Because what is said next could change the course of your eternity. So pause whatever you're doing. Silence the noise around you. Let your heart open. Because heaven has waited a long time to get your attention, and now, the message has found you. You are not here by mistake. This is your sign. This is your moment of truth. God is giving you one final chance, not to scare you, but to save you. So listen with your spirit, not just your ears. Because this may be the last divine warning before the door closes. This message is not for everyone, but for those who have felt the pull in their spirit. For those who have known that something divine was coming but could not explain it. This is the hour of awakening. The heavens are speaking, and time is almost finished. Listen carefully, child of God. For too long, heaven has been watching the earth fall deeper into darkness, into distraction, confusion, and compromise. Many have turned away from truth, trading eternity for temporary pleasures. But heaven has not stopped watching. God has seen every tear you've shed in silence. He's heard every prayer that seemed unanswered. He's watched every night you said, "Lord, are you still with me?" And Gabriel says, heaven heard you. But heaven also saw what you ignored. You were protected from battles you never even saw. You were rescued from traps that never reached you. And still, you went back into the same fire that once burned you. This is why the message today is urgent. Because grace has covered you long enough. And now heaven is saying, decide. Gabriel continues, the trumpet has not yet sounded in the physical realm, but in the heavens, it has already been lifted. The vibrations of judgment are moving through the spiritual atmosphere. Something is shifting, and most people don't even realize it. The clock of destiny is ticking faster. The line between the chosen and the careless is being drawn. The atmosphere is changing, and God is separating His true ones from those who only call His name with their lips. Beloved, this is your divine wake-up call. Your spirit has been asleep. You've been living halfway in faith and halfway in fear. You've said, I trust God, but you still hold on to control. You've said, I believe, yet doubt has become your companion. Archangel Gabriel says, heaven has tolerated your delay because mercy has no limits. But divine timing does. There is a moment when grace turns into accountability, when the prayers you prayed now require your obedience. And for many, that time is now. You have prayed for a breakthrough, yet heaven asks, what will you do with it when it comes? You've asked for restoration, but have you truly forgiven the ones who broke you? You've cried for a new season, but are you still chained to the old one? The angels say the same thing over and over, they want heaven's blessing without heaven's order. But this is the moment of divine order. Heaven is rearranging your life. Everything that does not align with your destiny will begin to fall away. People will exit suddenly. Doors will close without warning. Plans will fail that were never meant to succeed. Do not fight it. Do not question it. It is the mercy of God in disguise. Because God says, if I do not remove it, it will remove you from me. Archangel Gabriel says, the Spirit of the Lord is moving across the earth with urgency. There is a great awakening, but only those with open hearts will hear the trumpet's whisper before it becomes a thunder. The enemy has tried to distract you, to keep you busy, entertained, numb, and tired. He wants you to keep scrolling, keep doubting, keep delaying your obedience. But heaven interrupts you tonight because your time of delay is ending. You have reached the crossroads of destiny. The next choice you make will shape everything that follows. The next yes or no will determine whether you move into divine elevation or spiritual stagnation. You are standing between two timelines, one filled with purpose, miracles, and protection, the other filled with confusion, delay, and regret. Do not play with this moment. Heaven is recording your decisions. Every thought, every word, every action right now is planting something eternal. You may not see the harvest today, but the seeds you sow in this season will determine the landscape of your next one. Heaven has given you signs, moments that made your spirit pause. When you felt chills for no reason, when your heart suddenly raced while hearing a message, when you dreamt of light, wings, or storms, those were not coincidences. Gabriel says, those were the warnings before the trumpet. And now, the warning has become a voice, clear, direct, undeniable. The Lord says, my child, I have shielded you long enough. I have whispered, I have waited, I have sent my angels, but your distractions are louder than my voice. This is your moment to turn back. This is your moment to surrender completely. Because what is coming next, both blessings and judgments, will not wait for those who remain undecided. The Spirit of the Lord says, you are running out of time, not because I desire to punish you, but because I am aligning everything for my divine will. The next season will move quickly, and only those prepared will stand. Heaven has watched your potential wasted on fear, doubt, and hesitation. The Father is calling it back into divine use. You were born for this hour, to rise in light, to walk in faith, to carry divine fire. But that cannot happen if you keep clinging to what God has already released from your life. So hear me now, not with your ears, but with your soul. Let go. Repent. Return. Because the time for second chances is closing. The gates of heaven's mercy are not closed yet, but the hinges are tightening. Every second you wait, the sound of those hinges grows louder in the spirit. Archangel Gabriel says, "There will come a day soon when the silence will fall, when those who mocked will seek the truth, and those who delayed will cry out for time." But today, this moment, grace is still available. If you are hearing this, it means God still believes in your purpose. He still wants you restored. He still wants you free. But heaven will not keep waiting forever. This message is not a threat, it's a rescue. It's a divine interruption sent to awaken your sleeping spirit. So open your heart. Because after this message, the Spirit of God will begin moving in your life like never before. Things will shift suddenly. Dreams will intensify. You will begin to feel divine urgency pressing in your chest. Do not resist it, it is your final awakening. And Gabriel says one last thing for this part: tell them, the hourglass of heaven is almost empty. The sand that remains represents mercy. But once the last grain falls, the door will close, and no prayer of delay will reopen it. So choose now. Decide now. Because heaven has declared, this is the warning before the change. Archangel Gabriel speaks again, tell them, heaven is still waiting, but not for long. The King is standing at the threshold, and his patience is nearing its end. The gates of mercy remain open for a moment, but the hourglass is thinning. This is the final call. You can feel it even now, the tightening in your chest, the whisper that says, pay attention. That's not fear, it's recognition. Your spirit remembers the sound of heaven. It remembers the voice of the one who formed you before you ever entered this world. Gabriel says, you have wandered far, yet the Father has never stopped watching the path that would bring you home. For every step you took away from the light, an angel marked your trail with grace. Every time you were about to fall too deep, invisible hands pulled you back. You survived moments that should have destroyed you, not by luck, but because heaven was investing in your destiny. But now, the investment demands a return. The time of wandering is over. The time of decision has come. Gabriel says, the Father's voice is echoing across creation, calling his children by name. Some hear it as restlessness, others as sudden tears, others as a longing for peace that nothing on earth can satisfy. That longing is heaven's pull. It is the gentle hand of God turning your face toward Him one last time before the storm arrives. For years you said, one day I'll change, one day I'll surrender, one day I'll follow. But heaven is saying, that one day is today. No more postponement. No more excuses. No more halfway faith. This is your final call, not to frighten you, but to rescue you from the weight of delay that has been suffocating your blessings. Gabriel says, "My voice is the sound of mercy one last time." The Father desires none to perish, but all to awaken. Yet many sleep even while standing in the light. The angel continues, "Some of you have prayed, 'God, give me a sign.' This is your sign." Some have said, "If you're real, speak to me." I am speaking now. Some have cried, "I'm tired, I can't keep going." Heaven replies, "Then let me carry you, but you must let go. Let go of the bitterness that poisons your spirit. Let go of the guilt that tells you you're too far gone. Let go of the fear that keeps you chained to the past. Because none of it belongs in your next chapter." Gabriel's tone grows stronger. The enemy has been whispering that you are finished, that you've missed your chance. But I tell you, as long as this message reaches your ears, heaven still sees hope in you. Yet hope demands action. You can't stand at the doorway forever. You can't keep watching the horizon and never take a step. Every second you hesitate, the distance between you and your purpose widens. Heaven says, "Move. Now. Step out of the old. Step out of compromise. Step out of fear and into faith. Because what God has prepared next requires your full surrender." Gabriel reveals, "There is a scroll in the heavenly court with your name written upon it, a record of assignments yet unfulfilled." Angels stand ready to deliver those promises into the earth, but they await a single command: your obedience. The moment you say, "Yes, Lord," with your whole heart, heaven will release what has been withheld. Doors that have been locked for years will swing open. Relationships will be restored. Healing will flow. Peace will return. But if you continue in rebellion, if you keep resisting the divine pull, the scroll remains sealed, and what was meant for joy will turn to sorrow. Gabriel says, "The choice is now. Heaven or chaos. Purpose or confusion. Alignment or wandering." There's a reason the atmosphere feels heavier lately, why the world seems upside down, why darkness feels louder. It's because the spiritual war has intensified. Heaven and hell are contending for souls with unprecedented urgency. Gabriel says, "Do you not feel the tension in the air? It is the sound of destiny clashing with deception. The Father is calling, and the enemy is screaming. Whose voice will you answer?" This is the final call because the line between truth and illusion is vanishing. What once was tolerated will be exposed. What once was hidden will be revealed. God is cleansing His people, refining them through pressure, through delay, through tests. Every hardship you've endured was not punishment, it was purification. You asked for strength, the trials were heaven's answer. You asked for wisdom, the silence was heaven's classroom. You asked for faith, the waiting was heaven's training. Everything you faced was shaping you for this moment. And now, heaven is saying, use what you've learned. Because the next season will not wait for those still debating their calling. It will only carry those who are fully surrendered. Gabriel lifts his voice. The Father says, "I have extended grace beyond measure, but the window narrows." The spirit of compromise must be broken, the lukewarm heart rekindled, the distracted mind brought back to me. Heaven's army is assembling. The earth is trembling. The signs are appearing faster, calamities, unrest, confusion, but also miracles, awakenings, and sudden favor. It is the season of separation and revelation. Gabriel declares, those who cling to light will shine brighter than ever. Those who cling to darkness will sink deeper than ever. Choose quickly. Maybe you're saying, but I've made too many mistakes. Gabriel replies, then you are the very one heaven seeks. For mercy is drawn to the broken-hearted. God is not angry with you, He is reaching for you. He is saying, my child, the enemy has accused you long enough. Come back into the light. Every sin can be forgiven. Every wound can be healed. Every lost moment can be redeemed, if you answer this final call. Archangel Gabriel says, the Father's eyes are upon those who will rise after falling. The heavens rejoice more for one soul that returns than for 1,000 who never left. So, right now, wherever you are, lift your heart. Say quietly, Lord, I'm listening. And the atmosphere around you will begin to change. A warmth will rise in your chest. Peace will flood your thoughts. That's not imagination, that's the Spirit of God responding to your yes. Because the moment you open your mouth in surrender, heaven opens its gates in response. Gabriel speaks again, his words resonating like thunder wrapped in light. Those who hear and obey now will become carriers of divine fire. They will walk through storms untouched. They will speak truth in a world of deception. They will be the lamps of the final generation. But those who continue to mock, to delay, to treat holy things as common, they will feel the weight of their choice. Heaven does not punish without warning, and this is the warning. The angel raises his voice once more, tell them, this is the final call before the shift. A wind moves across the heavens, a signal of change. You can sense it. Something unseen is aligning. Gabriel says, those who answer now will step into supernatural protection. Their homes will be marked with light. Their families will be guarded. Their destinies will be accelerated. But those who ignore the call will find themselves chasing shadows. This is your invitation to walk in divine alignment, to live awake, not asleep. To forgive quickly, to pray deeply, to love fearlessly. Because in the days ahead, only the pure in heart will discern truth from deception. Gabriel concludes this section, heaven has spoken. The sound has gone forth. Now the earth must respond. Those who respond with repentance will rise. Those who remain indifferent will fade. The King is coming, and his voice is calling one last time. This is not the end of your story, it's the beginning of your return. But heaven cannot walk this path for you. The angels can point the way, but your feet must move. So, take this moment seriously. Pause, breathe, and whisper, Father, I'm coming home. Because that whisper will echo louder in heaven than any storm on earth. And the instant those words leave your lips, Archangel Gabriel will turn to the throne and say, another has answered the call. And heaven will rejoice. Heaven watches in silence. For too long, you've ignored the signs. For too long, you've drowned divine whispers under the noise of distraction. You have said, tomorrow, I'll fix my ways. But heaven responds, what if tomorrow never comes? Archangel Gabriel steps forward again, his presence blazing like living light. His voice doesn't speak into your ears, it speaks into your soul. Child of earth, how many more signs must be given before you realize that heaven is serious about you? The door of grace is still open, but its hinges tremble, because time is moving faster than you can imagine. Your angels have been fighting for you. Every prayer your mother whispered, every tear you cried in secret, heaven recorded it all. But every compromise, every cold-hearted rejection of God's voice, also echoes before the throne. This is the confrontation between heaven and your will. Between the divine plan and your resistance. Gabriel declares, you cannot live halfway between heaven and the world any longer. The line is drawn. The trumpet of awakening has sounded. Either you rise in obedience, or you remain trapped in the storm that's coming. And as he speaks, the air shifts. It's as if heaven itself bends closer to hear your decision. Because even angels cannot choose for you. They can fight for you, but they cannot override your free will. So the confrontation begins, not with anger, but with truth. Your spirit stands before the mirror of eternity. No excuses. No pretense. No distractions. Heaven's question echoes. Will you surrender, or will you keep running? Because the longer you delay, the quieter your destiny becomes. Gabriel's eyes blaze with holy fire. Your time is almost over. The scrolls of destiny are turning their final pages for this season. What you do next will decide whether you walk in the light of redemption or remain chained to your past. Then suddenly, light. A soft golden light envelopes everything. Gabriel lifts his hand, and you see a vision, a revelation. In that light, you see your life, the moments when heaven intervened quietly to protect you. The accidents that never happened. The nights when you almost gave up but somehow found strength to continue. Gabriel says softly, those were not coincidences. Those were us. Every time you should have fallen, angels stood guard. Every time darkness whispered defeat, we lifted your head and reminded you of your worth. You see them, countless angels standing behind you, their wings stretching across the expanse of time. Each one represents a moment of divine protection, a prayer answered, a mercy unseen. Do you understand now? Gabriel continues. Heaven has never abandoned you. Even when you doubted, even when you wandered, heaven was still speaking your name. Because you are loved beyond comprehension. And yet, you see another vision. It's darker. It shows the paths you could have taken, the doors you almost opened that would have led to destruction, the relationships meant to break you, the choices that could have stolen your light. Tears form in your eyes. Because you realize, you were saved from things you didn't even know could destroy you. Gabriel looks at you with compassion. That's why heaven is speaking so urgently now. Because your destiny is not just about you. There are people assigned to your light, souls who will awaken because of your obedience. If you fall, some of them may never find their way. He pauses. This is not just about your survival. This is about your purpose. And as you listen, you feel something stir inside you, something ancient, something divine. Your soul begins to remember who you truly are. You were not created to chase pain, to live in confusion, to wander without meaning. You were created to shine, to carry light, to be a vessel of heaven's power on earth. The revelation hits you like thunder and peace all at once. You whisper under your breath, "I remember now. I was chosen." And Gabriel smiles. Yes. And the time to rise is now. Gabriel's wings fold behind him as he speaks one last time, his voice trembling with both urgency and love. Child, listen. Heaven has given you this final chance, not because God is angry, but because His love refuses to let you be lost. The light begins to fade. The vision starts to dissolve. You feel time slipping again, as though this divine moment is closing. Every soul reaches a turning point, Gabriel continues. This is yours. He looks straight into your eyes, the way only an angel can, and says, Heaven has spoken. What you do with this message will echo for eternity. If you open your heart, surrender your distractions, and walk in truth, the doors of blessing and protection will swing wide open. But if you keep resisting, heaven will grow silent. And silence from heaven is the loudest judgment of all. Your chest tightens. You feel the pull between worlds, between your comfort zone and your calling. Choose, Gabriel says. Choose obedience. Choose life. Choose light before darkness convinces you there's more time left. Because there isn't. A deep silence follows. Then, one final whisper. This is your last warning, and your greatest mercy. If you're hearing this now, you still have time. Heaven hasn't closed its door yet. Kneel where you are. Speak to God. Tell Him you're ready to return. Because the very fact that you're hearing these words means mercy is still reaching for you. Archangel Gabriel says, the Father's arms are still open. Run back before the clock strikes its final sound. This is not the end, it's your awakening. Heaven is calling. And if you answer, the story of your life will shift tonight. Archangel Gabriel stands before the throne and says, Father, they have heard. They have chosen. Seal them with your mercy. And God responds, It is done. From this moment forward, divine protection surrounds you. Every attack sent against your purpose is cancelled. Every closed door meant to block you will now open by divine order. But remember this, you have been warned and awakened. Do not go back to what God has called you out of. Do not return to the places that numb your spirit. Walk boldly. Speak truth. Live ready. Because the message is clear, your time is almost over, but grace still stands open for a moment longer. Heaven is watching. The angels are moving. And God is saying, My child, come back before it's too late. The universe is aligning perfectly for you, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Every step you take, every choice you make, is being watched, guided, and gently nudged by the divine forces that are orchestrating your highest good. Heaven itself is in conversation about you, whispers of hope, encouragement, and plans of joy flow through the unseen realms, preparing the way for blessings so abundant that your heart will expand with gratitude beyond measure. Angels have been assigned to walk beside you. They are not passive watchers, they are active participants in your journey. They move to clear obstacles, to illuminate the paths that may seem hidden, and to provide protection from energies that do not serve your highest purpose. Their whispers come in subtle ways, a sudden inspiration, a thought that feels too significant to ignore, a coincidence that seems like fate. These are not random occurrences, they are deliberate signals from the divine that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. It is going to be all right. Even if storms have arisen, even if the past has left scars or the present feels uncertain, the truth is that the universe is always working in your favor. Your timing is divine, and the doors that need to open for you are already in motion. You may not see them yet, but they are preparing to swing wide, welcoming you into experiences that will bring laughter, joy, abundance, and profound peace. Get ready for more fun, because the universe delights in your happiness. Life will bring moments that make your spirit soar, spontaneous adventures, unexpected encounters, laughter that bubbles from your soul, and experiences that make you feel fully alive. These are not mere pleasures, they are reminders that life is meant to be celebrated, that joy is your birthright, and that the angels themselves delight in your happiness. Improved finances are coming into your life. Resources that you thought were limited or delayed are being repositioned. The universe is preparing opportunities that will allow you to step into greater financial freedom. These opportunities may come in unexpected forms: a new job, a promotion, a project, or a sudden insight that transforms your approach to abundance. Trust that each step, no matter how small, is part of a larger plan designed to elevate your life materially, emotionally, and spiritually. Healing flows toward you. The wounds you have carried, physical, emotional, or spiritual, are being touched by the divine hands of grace. You are allowed to release the heaviness that has weighed on you for too long. The angels are helping to soothe your heart, ease your mind, and restore your body. This is not a process that needs to be rushed, it is unfolding perfectly in divine timing. As you allow yourself to receive this healing, you will feel lighter, freer, and more capable of embracing the blessings coming your way. Love surrounds you and is drawing closer in its many forms. You may find it in friendships, in family, in a romantic relationship, or in the deep sense of connection to yourself and the universe. Love is not just about what others give you, it is about recognizing your own worth and radiating it outward. Angels are assisting in harmonizing your relationships, clearing misunderstandings, and guiding you towards souls that elevate your life and reflect your divine essence. Miracles are becoming your new reality. They may appear as small synchronistic moments or as dramatic shifts that seem impossible at first. Every miracle is a message: you are known, you are loved, and your path is protected. Trust that the universe's timing is perfect, that divine forces are orchestrating outcomes beyond your imagination, and that you are deserving of every blessing that comes your way. As you read these words, allow yourself to open fully to the knowledge that your life is being guided by forces beyond comprehension. You are never alone. Angels whisper your name in praise of your courage, resilience, and faith. Heaven itself rejoices in your journey and anticipates the chapters of joy, abundance, and love that are about to unfold. You are entering a season of profound transformation. Everything that no longer serves you is falling away. The universe is clearing space for new beginnings, for opportunities that will elevate your soul, and for experiences that will remind you of your divine worth. As this transformation occurs, trust that each challenge is temporary, each struggle is a lesson, and each moment of uncertainty is a stepping stone toward a life of remarkable fulfillment. You are standing at the threshold of extraordinary change, though you may not yet see the full picture. The universe is working tirelessly behind the scenes, moving energies, aligning circumstances, and orchestrating meetings, opportunities, and breakthroughs that will elevate your life in ways that feel miraculous. Every prayer you whispered, every intention you set, every act of faith, has been heard and recorded by the heavens. Nothing is lost, nothing is ignored, and nothing falls outside the scope of divine care. Angels are with you in ways you cannot see. Some are guiding your footsteps, some are surrounding your home, some are gently nudging your mind toward the choices that lead to the highest good. Their presence is not subtle, it is the quiet but unwavering reassurance that you are never alone. Even when fear or doubt arises, you can trust that the universe has a plan far greater than anything you can imagine, and angels are ready to step in whenever needed. Your path is being illuminated. Opportunities you have long hoped for are on the horizon. Do not be afraid to reach forward or to take inspired action. The universe often sends signs before opportunities arrive, a conversation, a coincidence, a sudden thought. Pay attention to these signals. They are confirmations that you are moving in alignment with your destiny. Do not hesitate, the universe rewards clarity and courage. Financial blessings are closer than you realize. Think of money not as something to chase, but as energy that flows to you when you are aligned with your purpose. You may see unexpected financial shifts, a sudden raise, a new client, a profitable venture, or even resources appearing from sources you hadn't considered. The angels encourage you to remain grateful for every step forward, because gratitude multiplies blessings. The more you recognize and celebrate the abundance already in your life, the more the universe can give. Healing continues to ripple through your being. Past hurts, disappointments, and pain are being transformed into wisdom, strength, and compassion. You are learning that what once felt like setbacks are actually steps forward in disguise. Your heart is softening, your spirit is rising, and your body is regaining balance. Angels are lifting your burdens, reminding you that even in your darkest moments, there is light, and this light is eternal. Love surrounds you in divine timing. Relationships that serve your growth, happiness, and soul evolution are drawn to you effortlessly. The universe is guiding you toward people and situations that enhance your life, and away from those that drain your energy. Expect joy in connections that honor your heart, deepen your understanding of yourself, and celebrate your worth. Even if love feels delayed, trust that it is being prepared in perfection for you. Miracles are your new normal. They may appear in subtle ways, a call from an old friend, a solution to a problem that seemed impossible, a sudden insight, or in grand shifts that feel like the universe is conspiring just for you. Each miracle is a reminder of divine presence, a signal that your life is sacred, and an affirmation that heaven is watching over you. Receive these moments with awe, humility, and gratitude. Your intuition is sharpening. The angels are speaking through your inner voice, guiding you toward decisions that bring you closer to your highest purpose. Trust this guidance. It may come as a sudden knowing, a gut feeling, or even a dream that feels vivid and significant. These are not coincidences. They are divine communications that, when followed, lead to joy, abundance, and fulfillment. Release what no longer serves you. Fear, resentment, and doubt are heavy energies that block your blessings. Let go with trust, knowing that the universe is ready to replace emptiness with joy, loss with gain, and confusion with clarity. Angels stand ready to assist in this release, wrapping you in light and love as you step into a higher vibration. You are entering a season of celebration. Your accomplishments, your growth, and your resilience are recognized in the heavenly realms. Even if life seems quiet now, know that behind the scenes, energy is moving in your favor. Doors are opening, opportunities are aligning, and blessings are converging in ways that will feel miraculous to your heart and soul. Stay present, stay grateful, and stay open. Heaven is communicating with you through signs, synchronicities, and moments of deep inspiration. The angels are reminding you to remain calm, to trust the timing of your life, and to allow miracles to unfold naturally. Your faith is a magnet for blessings, and every positive thought, word, and action strengthens your alignment with the divine plan.